Greetings! Intro to Literary Analysis is the only higher class that I teach above English 4. So this is definitely a high school class. I've never had a middle schooler take Intro to Literary Analysis, and I really don't recommend it. It's a lot of reading. We cover many novels, lots of short stories. We cover poetry, so it's really a smattering of all kinds of literature out there. And it's really more based in American and British literature. We do cover the works, the novels, especially in chronological order based on the settings of the stories, and so we kind of weave together a timeline as we go through all of those, and we cover all the literary devices that you would expect to cover in a literature class in high school. This is an approved class by the NCAA for a high school English credit. We do write quite a bit in this class along with the literature instruction. And the writing, though, a student needs to come into Intro to Literary Analysis already being versed in MLA format, because we use that with everything, knowing how to write an essay, a cohesive essay. We have a couple of larger essays, quite a few smaller writing assignments, though, and a student will need to be able to place their ideas into an essay on their own and not struggle so much with the writing element itself. We do a lot of comprehensive quizzes on top of discussions, and students interact with each other in the live classroom and outside of the live classroom with discussions. And they respond personally and critically to all of the works. So by the time they're done with Intro to Literary Analysis, they're ready for any higher level literature class. So we really get our feet wet and get comfortable with unpacking all the angles of a piece of literature. The works that are short stories and poems I give to students, but all of the other novels, whatever version you can get your hands on, is fine, as long as it's, the unabridged version. The only textbook, the only book that I require that they have the same ISBN number is this No Fear Shakespeare Hamlet. This book is really specific because we have a translation in here. What's in the bordered pages is the original Shakespearean English, which is, as many people know, is kind of hard to understand. But then there's a more modern translation into how normal people these days would speak. And so it's helpful to get this No Fear Shakespeare version, and we refer to individual pages and stuff in there. But we cover Mark Twain, we cover Shakespeare, of course, we cover Nathaniel Hawthorne and George Orwell, H.G. Wells. We cover the really classic authors and put together an interesting journey, and students usually enjoy themselves because they're allowed to think deeper and put their own thoughts into what we study. And usually they emerge on the other side of Intro to Literary Analysis with a new appreciation of reading altogether, literature altogether, and they tend to find new genres that they didn't enjoy before. So come with us on that literary journey.